Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It's Monday morning. It's a coffee kind of morning. I want to join in on a contest today. I was watching my great friend, Mr. Glenn Kellaway from the basement, doing his entry into this contest yesterday. And looks like a fun one, so I thought I'd join in. This is part 2 of 4 different contests from Brian at Braintwang. I've got to go back and check the first part of it. So you can enter 4 different times. There's going to be 4 different themes to the contest, but you can only win once. So this is part 2 of that contest, and it's basically guest stars on albums. And I've chosen 10, 9 albums, 1 CD, but the CD itself is remarkable. It's amazing. So again, it's Braintwang. I'll be putting Brian's link to his channel below, and then please go and like and subscribe and leave great comments to him as well. Everyone deserves great comments, and I always respond to those comments for sure. It just makes you feel good that you're doing something right, and it's always nice to hear good things of the things you're trying to do. So do the same to Brian, and it's a great idea for a contest. So I'll start off with this amazing CD. This is Government Mule, Deepest End, live in concert. What a great album this is. You've got, of course, Warren Haynes on guitar, vocals, amazing performer. Matt Abbs on drums, Danny Lewis on keyboards. Says total packaging time, 6 hours and 4 minutes worth of music on this one. So what it is, it's a concert. It's a tribute concert to their bassist who they lost in 2000, Mr. Alan Woody. And so what's on here is a number, like a remarkable number of bassists on here. And this was recorded at the Sanger Theater, Sanger, in New Orleans and Louisiana on May 3rd, 2003. So if you don't have this one, definitely check it out. It's awesome. But I'll just list the bassists that are on here. You've got Jack Cassidy, Les Claypool, Roger Glover from Deep Purple, Mike Gordon, Paul Jackson, Conrad Lozano, Will Lee, Jason Newsted from Metallica, or previously from Metallica, George Porter Jr., Greg Razab, Dave Schools, Rob Wasserman, and Victor Hooten. I mean, just a boatload of awesome bassists on this one. And it's a great album as well. So check that one out. Next, we'll get into some vinyl here. You've got this amazing album. This is Peter Gabriel, So. Such a remarkable album. But some not too bad artists on here as well. So, of course, you've got the beautiful Kate Bush having a duet with him on Don't Give Up. That song gets me every time. It's such a deep, personal song. It's just amazing. And then you got Daniel Lanois, an amazing Canadian producer, performer, artist. He plays guitar on this one. You got Tony Levin on bass, and you have Stuart Copeland, who plays drums on some of the tracks as well. Stuart Copeland, of course, from the Police. Just a great lineup on that album. And then there's this one here, Dickie Betts and the Great Southern. Dickie Betts, of course, from the Allman Brothers band. Amazing guitarist. On here, this is a 1977 release. You've got none other than Mr. Don Johnson singing some backup vocals on some of these tracks. Don Johnson, of course, from Miami Vice, but a singer in his own right. And then you got Mickey Thomas, awesome singer from the Jefferson Starship, and also the Elvin Bishop Band. Just remarkable singer. And you know, I love his work on Jefferson Starship. He's so good. Some don't like Jefferson Starship. Of course, I do like and prefer Airplane, but I can't deny his work on Jefferson Starship. Next, we have Mr. Dave Mason. This is Alone Together. I just have to show you this album cover here. It's pretty cool. So it's kind of 3D when you open it. Right, you got the kind of the Mad Hatter look, and then you open it up here, and you got the the English gentleman bowler hat on. But great album just the same. It's also on a cool colored vinyl, speckled brown colored vinyl. But of course, Dave Mason, who played with Traffic and Derek and the Dominoes and Fleetwood Mac. This is a 1970 release, Alone Together, as I said. You got Bonnie Bramlett from Delaney and Bonnie singing backup vocals on this one. You got Leon Russell. You got Jim Capaldi from Traffic. You have Rita Coolidge. Jim Gordon, who was the drummer for Derek and the Dominoes, plays a couple of tracks on this one as well. So another great lineup of musicians, and again a great album. Then we have this this beautiful lady here, Stevie Nicks, Belladonna. This is her solo album, debut solo album, released in 1981. You've got Tom Petty, great duet on Stop Dragging My Heart Around. He also plays guitar on that track. You got Mr. Mike Campbell playing guitar. You had Don Felder playing guitar on some of the tracks. You've got Don Henley backing, co-vocalist on Leather and Lace. The song Leather and Lace, beautiful song that's been redone by so many people. And then of course you got Davy Johnson, who was with the Elton John band as well. So another great lineup of amazing stars, and super popular album. It made her a big star for sure. Not that she wasn't one already, but it just put her over the edge. And then there's this one here. This is Graham Nash, Songs for Beginners. Of course, Graham Nash with Crosby, Stills, Nash. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. He's been around for a bit, but this is his debut solo album released in 1971. You got Rita Coolidge, you got Jerry Garcia, Mr. Neil Young, Dave Mason, who I just mentioned earlier, and David Lindley, a great Canadian multi-instrumentalist. If you don't know David Lindley's work, check him out. He's just a remarkable artist. But again, another lineup of awesome musicians on this one. And a great album too. Great album. Mr. Chris Spedding. This is the album Hurt. Chris Spedding, a great artist from UK, singer, songwriter, guitarist. It's a rockin' album for sure. But backing up some of the tracks, you've got Chrissie Hynde from the Pretenders on here as well. The Great Pretenders. I love Chrissie Hynde's voice. But this is a great album. Really good album. From Canada, of course I had to show Canadian artists. You know I had to do that. This is Max Webster, and this is the great Kim Mitchell. Max Webster, progressive hard rock band from Canada. Glam rock in some ways, as you can tell by the leotard here. But Kim Mitchell, an amazing guitarist in his own right, and singer-songwriter as well. But there's a heavy song on here, and it's a pretty heavy album. But there's a song on here that's called Battle Scars, that features none other than, can you read that there? Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, Neil Peart from Rush on here. Battle Scar. It's a it's an amazing album. So Geddy Lee shares lead vocals with Kim Mitchell. Alex Lifeson shares lead guitars with Kim Mitchell, because Kim Mitchell's an amazing guitarist on his own right. Of course, Alex Lifeson is one of the best guitarists ever, in my opinion anyway. And then you got Geddy Lee sharing bass with Dave Miles, the bassist for Max Webster at the time. Neil Peart sharing drums with Gary McCracken, again Max Webster's drummer at the time. Then you got keyboards with Terry Watkinson, and what a great album this is. Great album. Max Webster, Universal Juveniles. Again, if you don't know Max Webster, check them out. Great progressive rock band for sure. Mr. Buddy Guy. This is Born to Play Guitar. What can you say about Buddy Guy? You've got Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top guest starring on this one. You got Kim Wilson from the Fabulous Thunderbirds. He played a harmonica on a couple of tracks. And then you've got the beautiful Josh Stone, a beautiful British singer-songwriter in her own right. She does some backing vocals on this one. Then you got the amazing Van Morrison as well. So what a mixture of great artists on this one, and a great album on its own right. I love Buddy Guy. Love him. And finally, how about this one? You can't deny the strength and the I don't know how well this album did. This was just a remarkable album, and of course you've got the huge solo with Eddie Van Halen. You got David Foster, the Canadian producer, doing some synthesizer work on a couple of the tracks. You got Janet Jackson doing backing vocals. Quincy Jones did some work. He also produced it as well. Steve Lukather from Toto doing some guitar work. Paul McCartney doing some backup vocals. The Girl Is Mine. Jeff Porcaro and Steve Porcaro from Toto, and then you got Vincent Price doing the vocals on the song Thriller. I mean, just the immense I don't know what the word I'm trying to say is. This is a killer of an album. It's just so I don't know. It just outdid everyone. And I'm happy to have it in my collection. I had at one time a colored vinyl of it, but that was another day. But yeah, happy to have this one. So there you have it. There's some cool guest artists on some awesome albums. If you don't know any of these albums, definitely check them out. Check out Brian's channel as well, Braintwang. And enter this contest. Like, subscribe, leave great comments to him as well. Also, go to my channel, like and subscribe, and leave great comments as well. Anyway, there you have it. Have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye now.